Now. Hey, Jen.
Hey, how are you, Danny?
Good. How are you?
I'm excellent.
Wonderful. Thanks for doing this. All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
Can I please get your opinion of the Isagenix range from a naturopath's point of view? And what specifically would other homeopaths and naturopaths want to know about the range?
Okay, so for me, just to give a little bit of background on me, is that okay if I share that?
Of course.
All right, so I've been a naturopath for 25 years. Very much my specialty in clinic has all been based around preventing adrenal burnout because I actually burnt out myself back a long time ago. I was working in the pharmacy industry and I burnt out my adrenals, and it was through natural therapies that got me well. And that took me on the journey to become a naturopath. But I very much put my specialty in all my years in clinic in working from that place of prevention. So when I was shown the Isagenix products, and in fact a couple of them first up, the Ionix and the Cleanse for Life, the pain in the ass skeptical naturopath in me looked at them, and I was seriously blown away by the ingredients. I was stoked. It was as good as, or as close to what I was doing in clinic, but actually in an easier form, so I knew compliance would be better for my patients. Now, that was huge. Mm-hmm. I went through, did my due diligence, and I was wrapped for many, many reasons. I was wrapped for, everything's organic or well-crafted. There's no nasty anythings in it, no artificial sugars, no artificial anythings. That's really important to me. And everything's very much synergistically blended to work as a program and work holistically. We're not isolating one body system. And it doesn't replace the work of a naturopath. People still need to see us to come and have treatments, but it gives that kind of benchmark, that baseline to get people back into the alkaline corridor and pull down that core adrenal stress. And when we do that, then they're in that place to be able to benefit from the Isagenix or from our treatments in general. So for me, I'm wrapped. I've got an easier system that patients can comply with that also has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So there's absolutely no risk to the patients, and that's really, really cool. Yeah. So in clinic, my patients have got the option to either pay wholesale or pay retail, or they can also join the company and pay wholesale, which is another cool option for them as well.
Great. Okay. That's a little bit of that is in my second question, but I was going to say, I understand you are no longer in a traditional setting. You travel as a speaker. If you're setting up a practice and incorporating the products, how would you set it up? So you've sort of a little bit, touched on that, but
I did.
What else would you do?
Well, that's the thing. So I do work as a speaker nowadays because I did my clinic years and I wanted to be able to help more patients or more people in general. So something I really got with this as well is because of this business model, I'm able to help more people. I'm able to leverage my time, which is really cool. If I was in traditional clinic nowadays, I would absolutely have, a display in my, with my other products in the clinic, in my dispensary. I would have give people the option to try retail or to buy retail or to buy wholesale. Either way, they still get the 30-day money-back guarantee. I would use the products as a system the way they're designed. Mm-hmm. It's interesting, the first year I was in this program working with this company, I Jennifered everything in what I say. The naturopath ego in me thought I can do things better. So I very much started tweaking things. Yeah. And then I thought, I wonder what would happen. I've still got amazing results with patients. But I thought, what would happen if I actually just did it textbook the way it's been designed? And I did. And I just found, it's masterfully blended. Yeah. To very much for all the products and all the ingredients to complement each other. For that first month, what I call, the kick up the bum kind of month. It's like rebooting a computer. And then we can tweak and do the things, that you want. But I think for the first month, I really can't fault, that 30-day system to give a person's body a solid baseline where so many day-to-day lifestyle ailments can just, kind of melt away, and then you can see the core of what's really happening in a body. And then a naturopath can prescribe around that.
Yep. Sounds good. Originally, were you a bit hesitant to get into it? What were your original opinions of network marketing, and how did you overcome them and just sort of run with it?
I was the biggest pain in the ass. Yeah, naturopath. I've, over the years in clinic, I've been approached by every different company doing that, we'll get her to sign up kind of thing. And I've honestly never found a product. I never even got to the company stage. I've never found a product that ticked all the boxes I wanted as a naturopath. Now, that was huge. So it was like I kept looking and looking and looking for the thing that I wasn't going to be happy with, so I could go, yep, done.
Yeah.
In the end, I remember I had the tonic sitting on the edge of my desk, and I'm going for weeks because I'd done my due diligence, and then it would just ate away at me and ate away at me. I'm thinking, come on, Jen, this is stupid. These products are so damn cool. How dare I deprive others of the opportunity to try them? But I was so stuck in my naturopath ego. So eventually, I went to meet the Australian general manager and really checked out the compensation plan and very much checked out the culture of the company. Now, I'm a peace-loving brown rice hippie, and I love how people, that sense of community. So everyone helping each other. Yeah. A big thing I love about this company is that after, being involved for 3 years is that there's, as I say, there's no, it's like there's no prima donnas, there's no egos and there's no bullshit. Yeah. Everyone's straight up, everyone's authentic, and everyone seriously helps each other. You are not on my team. I have no financial interest in doing anything to help you, but we all work together. Yeah. And to me, that's cool. I've honestly never felt as loved and supported to succeed in anything as I have with this. So, I went from the biggest pain in the ass skeptic to the biggest fan. Yeah. And I could not imagine not being in this industry and working with this company. And an easy way to think of it, I think I had prejudged Isagenix. I'd put it in the same kind of box as a lot of the other companies out there that I had not been able to tick the boxes on. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just like, well, we're both women. There's great women out there and there's some really crappy women out there, as there is everything. But you can't go and chuck them all in the same box. Yeah. You need to do your due diligence and see where anything sits with you. Yeah. So I was beyond pleasantly surprised, and I'm incredibly wrapped in all the elements with the products, the ethics of the company, and the income plan just rocks. Yeah. Oh, blown away.
Great answer. Well, just on that, I hope you don't mind me asking you, but how well have you done financially with Isagenix? Cheeky, very cheeky.
You are a cheeky girl. Okay, so I had never been in this industry before. I really didn't know how it worked, and for the first year, I didn't listen to anyone and thought I knew best. So I actually write off the first year. Yeah. How does that sound? Okay. So in my mind, I say that I've been in the business for 2 years, even though it's been 3. Yeah. But I earn a 6-figure income nowadays with Isagenix, or more than a 6-figure income. The other thing is I've won 8 5-star holidays in the last 3 years just for doing what I do. That's been nice. Yeah. The upfront bonuses, the residual income, there are so many ways to earn product with this. Now, I've had natural therapy, retail shops. I've done the whole bit over my 25-year career. Simple things like I've held between 80 and 100 grand's worth of stock on hand. I did that for more than 20 years. It's like a house deposit tied up every year for 20 years. I've had leases, on buildings and things, 3-year or 5-year leases. The outgoings are horrific. The fixed expenses on that are crazy. I can work with a product that ticks every box I want as a naturopath. It has a money-back guarantee. It's drop shipped. I don't have to hold any stock if I don't want. And they're going to pay me incredibly well for it. It's a no-brainer. It really is a no-brainer. It doesn't replace what I do as a naturopath, but it can absolutely add value to my patients and add value to my clinic. Yeah. And take a huge pressure off me by being able to leverage my time. And I love that.
One thing
no cash flow tied up.
Which is great, yeah. One thing you said to me a little while ago was that, by doing this, you can help more people as a naturopath. There's only certain hours you can work in a week. And how many people are in your downline?
I've got 2,500, and I've only enrolled about 200. And that was a big penny dropper for me. I left Classic Clinic 13 years ago because I worked out back then I could only physically see 40 to 50 patients a week, which is still a huge workload. But that's all I could only help that many people. Okay? Yeah. So I started traveling around the world, lecturing on preventative health because I knew I could help more people. But in an audience, not everyone's going to do what you say. That's like anything. But through this business, if I was in normal clinic, I could maybe help 40 or 50 patients. But just imagine I've got 2,500 people in my team, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So even if 50% of those did 1 hour's work a week on this, I'd have, I don't know, 1,250 hours being worked on my business every week, where I could physically never do anything like that. So I'm able to leverage my time, work with a program that ticks all the boxes. It's a very cool system. Yeah.
Loving it as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jen. Really appreciate it. You're a very busy lady.
Okay, it's been great to catch up.
Yeah.
I hope, and all I can do is encourage naturopaths to do their own due diligence.
Yeah.
And if any have got any questions they want to ask me, if they want to, check me out and, get my view, I'm really happy to talk to them. So,
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right.
My pleasure.
See ya.
Okay.